Hello you lot, how you doing? I hope you're all well and dandy. Now, I've got a perfect topic. About an hour ago, 2 hours ago, I got a comment from somebody. And this is a good comment. So I'm not picking on a hatred or whatever. This is a good comment. It's given me a good topic to make a video of to hopefully help some people. This person has seen in one of my videos where I was priming, I think it was a Traxxas or somewhere. And they said, it's Christina Bush. Okay, put your finger over the exhaust, not blow with your mouth. That's wrong. You're supposed to put your finger over the exhaust and prime it. I'll touch on that in a minute. But then somebody else has replied, no thank you, Christina. There are many ways, but the question is, what is the right way? And she replied with, the right way, put your finger over the exhaust, it primes right up. That's how I was taught. So if you blow in fuel line, you have put fuel in your mouth. The engine relies on the pressure from the exhaust, not blowing the fuel line. And I put exactly, well, what's the right way? Now this is a perfect topic to go with. It seems that Christina is under a bit of false information as such, I think. It's not a diss or anything at you, Christina. Hopefully I can help enlighten the way that this actually works, and you know, we can all be friends. She is right. That does rely on the pressure, but if you look at the line, so you've got this line here comes from the exhaust. It takes a little bit of pressure, a little bit of fumes, come through this line and go into the tank. Now this whole system is a fuel pump. This acts as a fuel pump. So what happens is the engine is running, pushing fumes through here, and most of them are coming out the exhaust, alright? This is when the engine is running. A few of them are going up here and then going through this line into the tank, which is pressurizing the tank, because in here there should be a little seal. There's also a spring to hold it down. If you get an older car where the spring is weak or the seal is broken or weak and it doesn't create a good seal around the top, you may have running issues, but we'll touch on that on another day. So yeah, and then that pushes the fuel up the little pipe there. The pipe goes to the bottom so that you can run the tank right low. The pressure pushes it up through there and into your carburetor. Now, Christina was saying about that my preferred method of priming an engine is, all I usually always do is take that off of there, put that in there in my mouth and blow through it, which is simulating the pressure from here. I blow through this, pressurizes the tank, pushes fuel into the carburetor. Christina didn't like that. Let me just, what did she say? I get fuel in my mouth. Alright, let me just clear something up. You won't get any fuel in your mouth because there shouldn't be any way. Alright, you might get a little bit of residue that comes through there, a little bit of burnt fuel that might come through there and be on the end. Do I really care? I don't really care about that. In fact, somebody else said that to me. It's toxic. Yeah, it is toxic, but I've drunk loads of this nitro fuel and I'm not dead yet, so yeah, same with petrol and diesel. I've drank a lot of that over my time from siphoning it out of various tanks. I'm not dead yet. So now if you blow through there, hold on a minute, let me get it back. If you blow through here, there is the chance it might pressurize that if you've got a blockage, and then it might squirt back out from this pipe. I've had it happen a few times where there's been a blockage in the carb or somewhere around here. I've pressurized this little tank, and when I've let the pressure off, it's come back through this pipe and blown out of here. But it's not very likely. It's not as common as you might think. Shouldn't get any fuel on your mouth or on your lips, but if you do, it's not a big deal. Just spit it out. Now, the way that Christina, it is Christina, isn't it? Yeah, Christina. That's a nice name, by the way, Christina. I do like that name. The way she was saying do it, and it is a good method. It's better if you've got a roto start though. You put your finger or a thumb or something. Some people have. There are specific made tools. They're basically little bungs that you slip over the exhaust. Some of them you slip in the exhaust, and it does the same job. But why would you want to spend money when you got it built in? You just put your finger over it. Anyway, you put your finger over it, and you can pull the engine over a couple of times with your finger over it. And what that does is basically, an engine is a pump. It's an air pump. So it will just pump some air. It won't be fumes or nothing because it won't be burning anything, but it'll pump some air through the exhaust. And because you've got your finger over the exhaust, 100% of that air that's being pumped through will go down that pipe and does what I've just explained before, pressurizes the tank, pushes the fuel through. If you've got a roto start, it happens very, very quickly. It just goes boom, around it goes. If you've got a pull start, it happens quickly, but not as quick. But yeah, that is probably the way that most people are taught. I don't know why. I ain't got a clue why. But yeah, that does work. But I don't like that method, and I don't find it as effective. It's very simple, you know. You put your fuel in your tank. You just pop that off like that. You put it in your mouth. Give it a blow. While you're blowing it, you can watch the fuel go around. You slip it back on there again, like that. Job done. So, you know, I just thought, because that gave me a good topic, please don't think I'm not having a go at you, Christina, alright? I'm not, please don't, because people seem to take me the wrong way. They always think I'm being negative against them. I left a comment on that. Some of you may be familiar. Simon Pledger. What is he? He's got a shop. Mythical RC. I left a comment on his video the other week. It was a 2-year-old video, but I left a comment. It was half sarcastic, but it was a good comment. I meant it in an all good way, but he took it negatively and he had a go at me. And he says you know, haters and all that stuff. I thought, well, disappointed, but don't take me the wrong way, Christina, or anybody else, by the way. Don't take me the wrong way. This it's gone now, but that comment, I thought it was a brilliant topic, because I know a lot of people seem to have trouble for some reason priming their engines, you know, and they seem to panic a lot over priming. All priming is literally, because they don't have chokes or anything. Some petrol engines, they have if you're talking about petrol, they'll either have, or some have both, to be fair. You'll have a primer bulb which squirts the fuel into the carb, or a choke. One or the other. Some have both, as I said. But because nitro engines, they're a compression engine, they don't have a spark or nothing. They don't have any chokes. So the way that you get the fuel into the carb to start to give it its initial bit that it needs is you have to prime it, which is simply just blowing fuel into it. You can, some people, it's a bit too much of an effort for me, but you can, by all means, whip the air filter off and drip a bit in there. You've got to open the throttle up though and drip a bit in. That's priming it as well. You can do that if you so wish, and I do know people that do that, and I've seen people in videos do that. You can also take the glow plug out, drip a bit of fuel in the hole, and put the glow plug back in. That's also priming it. There's no reason why you can't do that. One thing I have seen a certain person do, and I won't say who it is, although some of you might know, they use Easy Start. I wouldn't recommend that. I'm going to go into that in a different video because that's a good topic, but it's an in-depth one, and I think some people might get confused as to why it's bad. Because all Easy Start is, it can cause a lot of damage if you use it wrong. But it's a different story. So all priming is that, and you can do that method, but blowing down that tube, that's the way I always tell people to do it, and it's the way I always do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. You're not going to get any fuel in your mouth, and even if you do, just spit it out, for God's sake. You know, it is toxic, of course it is, but it ain't going to kill you. I've drunk before. I've had a blockage, so I've taken this pipe off and I've sucked on this pipe to try and get the blockage out of here, right? And it unblocked and it went in my mouth and I went, oh, you know, and I swallowed it, big gulp of it. My God, yeah, it didn't do nothing. But again, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not saying it's not, you know, don't swallow nitro fuel, but same with petrol, man. I was siphoning out of a car once, you know, sucking on it, and I think, why ain't this working? And all of a sudden, blop, and, you know, and it goes right at the back of your throat and you swallow it. Anyway, we're going off topic now. So yeah, like I said, perfect topic to help some people out. So I'm hoping that if you're a new person to the RC Nitro hobby now, that might have helped you with priming. Some of you may be having issues with it, like I've already explained. Either that, putting your finger over there, but it's just blow through the tube, man. It's a lot easier and a lot better. You know, if you go to an RC shop, they're gonna tell you to put the finger over there, because they can't get the blame if you happen to swallow a bit and die. You know what I mean? If someone swallows a bit of nitro fuel and then they get ill and die, and then one of their family members goes, well, that person in that shop told him to do that, so he's reliable for his death now. That's what the world's got to these days. Blame game. It's the blame game, my friends. Anyway, thanks for watching. Very quick video, very quick topic. I thought that was a brilliant. Christina, you are fantastic. Thank you very much for commenting that, because, you know, I reckon by commenting that, you prompted me to make this video, and hopefully you've helped a lot of people, Christina Bush. So, catch you on the next one, dudes. Take care, won't you?